этого. Здесь контакт сначала с Косельни. Пластическая операция от Диего Косты. Еще одна. И немножко парикмахерских услуг. Так, а здесь что? И здесь еще немножко бокса. И Габриэл вступился. Вот так вступился.
He's definitely caught him, hasn't he, with his hand on his face. It's not a fist, but it's definitely a slap. He's lucky he hasn't seen him.
When it still goes on, he's always on the shortest of fuses, it seems. Hand to the face.
Click the button to get started.
Isn't that red usually most weeks?
Yeah, the first one, the hands to the face and then the swing, that is definitely worthy of a red card. I think the second one is the one that the referee and the assistant saw, and I'm pretty sure that's why he's given him the yellow card, is because of the chest on Gabriel. But I thought the first one was a red card, Ian.
Well,
he's clearly made contact. And if it's down to Mike Dean. If Mike sees it, he's got to send him off.
There's a yellow going in for Gabriel there as well. Well, is Diego Costa lucky to still be on the pitch?
Yeah, I think they've got away with that one, Chelsea. Almost a trade-off, yellow for yellow. I'm not sure how much Gabriel did wrong, and certainly Costa did plenty wrong. He's lucky to still be on the pitch for that first swing.
Against the left. And this time there's a little kick by Gabriel that's been spotted on the far side by the official. He's getting involved again a bit silly because he's going to have to go here. It's a second yellow.
Turn the game on its head now.
Arsene Wenger shaking his head, and he's having a word with Michael Oliver, the form of that whole incident.
Well, I think that's the case, isn't it? If Mike Dean sees that slap, there's certainly something. He said something in his ear, and he's obviously we can't see it on screen though. He's probably back-heeled him, or he's giving him a little something with his foot or something. He's speaking to him in his ear, and there's a reaction, and then Costa's done exactly what he wanted him to do: react, and then go straight to the referee.
Yeah, this is the angle that we'll see, and as you see, there's the little flick of the studs. So yeah, it's petty, and you got to say, you know.
It's a second yellow. Arriving late. Chelsea have the lead. Who gets it?
And there's just one man at the back post. I think it was Koscielny playing most players onside, as we see Fabregas. There's one man there just at the back, just a few yards behind everyone. I think it's Koscielny playing 3 or 4 Chelsea men on, and once it just floats over his head, very hard for Zouma to miss from there. Arsenal keep a good solid high line, bar that one player. Yeah, it's Koscielny. He's just dropped a little bit too deep for my liking.
Yeah, it's one of Arsenal's vulnerabilities anyway, set plays, when they've got their centre-halves in and their normal players, but they were poor in the way they dropped in. There was no organisation, no leadership there when they were going to drop in. Koscielny goes too late, but what a fabulous ball from that angle, right footer from Fabregas. It's very difficult.
Gets a second one and he's gone, and Arsenal are down incredibly to 9 players.
Well, first impression was that Mike Dean's got this one absolutely spot on. Fabregas just gets in front of Cazorla. Cazorla thinks he can nick it. And Arsene Wenger's obviously a very unhappy man. We'll see it now. You see, yeah, he just gets there first, doesn't he? Fabregas gets that toe in. I don't think he's left with much option, Mike Dean.
No, it's the right decision, it's the right call. And you can't look, you know, Arsene's looking at the officials and whatever. You've got to, if you've been booked, you've got to take responsibility yourself as a player. You don't go in for that challenge. It's not you're not going to save a goal from there. It's on the edge of, near the edge of the Chelsea 18-yard box. You have to stay on your feet.
Well, he's still protesting it to Michael Oliver, the 4th official there. But it was no malice, it was just a mistimed challenge, and he'd already been on a yellow, and it's one of those really where he didn't really, Mike Dean, too many options.
Absolutely, it wasn't high, malicious, as you say.
Makes sure of it for Chelsea. I think it's going to go down as a Callum Chambers own goal.
That'll be interesting to see where that ball was headed, whether it was on target or not. But they were basically queuing up Chelsea. I thought Loic Remy should have passed this. Good run in the first place from Ramirez. And when the ball comes eventually to Remy, you can tell striker's instinct, he just wants to get in on the act. It was very difficult from that angle to tell whether it was on target or not, but it certainly comes off Chambers. That basically kills the game from Arsenal's point of view.
I think that's the angle, isn't it? It's probably going towards the corner. Might have hit the post and gone in. You've got to give him maybe the benefit of the doubt, but it was only a matter of time. Chelsea were going to get that second one. They just kept the ball